Hello friends, my name is Shanti Dugar. In this video, I will explain the concept of covariance. The video will cover the meaning of covariance and what is the statistical formula to calculate the covariance and how we can use the concept of covariance in finance, and this I will explain with an example. Now let's understand the concept of covariance. What is covariance? In mathematics and statistics, covariance is basically a measure which defines the relationship between two random variables, and the metric evaluates how much and to what extent the variables changes together. That means what is the relationship, direction of relationship, though it does not measure the magnitude of relationship or degree of relationship, it just measures the direction of relationship between the two random variables. And in statistical parlance, it is the average value of the product of deviations of two variates from their respective means. So I will explain with some formula and examples in a moment. So we can say covariance, in other words, is a measure of the variance between two variables. So let's see the formula. In case of population, how do we calculate the covariance between two random variables, let's say x and y? So the formula is simple. Covariance xy equals to sum of xi minus x bar times yj minus y bar divided by n. So here, or when we have to use the sample, so the numerator remains same, no change. The denominator becomes n minus 1 instead of n. So where xi is the value of all x variables, yj is the values of all y variable, x bar is the mean of x variable, y bar is the mean of y variable, and n is the number of data points in the data set. So in portfolio theory, financial theory, covariance is very important to know when we have to calculate the risk of portfolio. So covariance is basically the interactive risks of an asset relative to the others. It depends on the correlation between the returns on an asset in the portfolio. So I will explain the coefficient of correlation in a moment. So symbolically, it can be also expressed to calculate using the following statistical formula, that covariance is equal to Pxy. P means here it's rho, basically the correlation between x and y times sigma x times sigma y. So if we have the correlation coefficient known, we can simply multiply by the two variables standard deviation to get the value of covariance between the two variables. So understanding covariance in finance with one example. Let's take an example. Suppose you want to invest in a stock called Delta Limited, but you do not want to invest in that stock if it moves in the same direction with the market index, let's say S&P 500, because you do not want to increase your unsystematic risk by investing in the stock which moves in the same direction with the market. So basically you want to reduce your risk by diversifying and invest in such stocks which goes against the market movement. That's how you reduce your unsystematic risk. So in order to solve this, you have to find out what is the covariance between the price of Delta Limited vis-a-vis the S&P 500. And how do we do that? Step 1, tabulate the data of S&P 500 and Delta Limited stock price here. Now, step 2, we have to calculate the mean average of both the sets of data for S&P 500 and Delta Limited. Step 3 is for each security, calculate the difference between each value with its mean, that is the average price. Then step 4 is multiply the respective differences derived in step 3 with each other. And step 5 is sum the multiplication of each difference and divide it by n minus 5. That is number of data points in the data set to calculate the covariance between the two variables. So let's see this with an example here. Suppose S&P 500, which I call as variable X. So these are the 6 data points, average from the year 2014 to 2019. So S&P 500, let's say this is the average of that year: 2100, 2250, 2325, 2475, 2500, and 2600. So the mean of X is 2375 for these 6 years. Similarly, let's plot the data of Delta Limited, which we call as Y variable. If it is 70, 75, 85, 90, 95, 115. So average of these 6 data points is 88, or we can say Y bar is 88. Now X minus X bar, each individual value of X difference with the mean is calculated here, X minus X bar in step 3. Similarly, each Y minus Y bar for each value of difference between Y value and the Y bar is calculated and put it here. And these two differences, that is the basically column 4 and column 5, is multiplied here in step 4, which says X minus X bar multiplied by Y minus Y bar. So we get the difference multiplication here. And when we take the sum of all the 6 multiplication difference, we get 13,875. If we divide this by n minus 1, so which is 13,875 divided by 6 minus 1, so we get a value of 2775. So 2775 is the covariance, and since it is the positive covariance between S&P 500 and Delta Limited, we can say that Delta stock has directionally positive relationship with the S&P 500 movement. Thank you. I have created some more videos on many financial management topics and statistical concepts. So if you want to refer to those, you may go to my channel. And if you like this video, you can share with your friends. And if you need any explanations or some interactive sessions to understand the statistical and financial management topics in more details, you may contact me here at dugar.shanti68@gmail.com. Thank you.